That's a good Santa. Rockin' Santa. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Oh man, am I excited to play more Indiana Jones? Man, how good is this? How good is this? Machine Game Supremacy. I'm so glad. I remember how potentially. I remember how worried I was. I was getting Starfield energy off some of the preview footage of being like, "Where's the game? What is it supposed to be?" But I get now how you can't show this. You can't show this. You can, but it's dangerous. Whoa. The fuck? Damn. So yeah, I got my Game Boy all hooked up, and we're gonna play the new Indiana Jones. I want to hit. What if I just hit continue? Is it? Whoa. Whoa. Remember, like, Doom Eternal had that retro filter, right? That's kind of what this looks like. Yeah, it looked slow. It looked limited. It looked so small in all the previews. That was my problem. Everything I saw looked like a hallway. And that's only because they fully didn't show pretty much any of the game. I am shocked.
View of the surroundings from up there?
It is possible that there was some preview footage where they just walked through Italy. They walked through the Vatican or something. Or even just had like Indy walking into the initial giant open plaza. Yeah, interesting stuff. It's 800 by 600. That's awesome, dude. Holy shit. But 4K's not there. What could it mean? Because it's at 4:3. Okay. This is something that I have specifically seen id Tech do. This is what Doom Eternal does all the time, where it like goes to the wrong monitor and the wrong aspect ratio. 6:10. Native. There we go. It knows what native is. Alright, that's a bit better. Strum Theory. Thank you for the 5-month remembership. And yes, I agree. It's not Christmas without the California raisin. Would anyone accept that now? I don't know. I feel like to some degree in a pre-internet society, people just came up with weird shit that they believed in and they ran with it. So when the growers of raisins in California wanted to sell raisins, what did they do? They came up with a stop-motion doo-wop band from the 40s that were anthropomorphic raisins to sing about. Well, they didn't sing about raisins. They were just an act, I guess. An act unto themselves. I was just taking one last stroll around the video settings.
Come on, we should get going.
Hello, Evil Flame. We're gonna get going. Glad this came out really well. Me too. Me too. Me too. It's so interesting because like I put myself in like a marketer's position and knowing how people have reacted to games marketing, it gets them excited. They didn't show most of they didn't show like mostly anything of what makes this game really special. Even something down to like walking by some NPCs that are just like, oh, I want this thing, and then Indy being like, is this what you're talking about? The little micro quests that you can do.
Yeah, bad angle.
Remarkably restrained.
We should hurry.
All right, let's go to the blue tent.
Why is that just pre-internet? The ability to survey opinion, I think, means that that creation doesn't happen in a vacuum anymore. You don't get interesting stuff. I don't know. I feel like if that were to happen now, they'd put out maybe like a drawing of it. They'd be like, "Here's our new mascot," and then it'd be like a Reddit post that gets ignored. Whereas somehow that got budget. I guess it's the possibility for more money to be thrown behind somebody's non-vetted idea. What do you think about that?
نهارك سعيد يا فندي.
Yeah, this is a good day.
Excited.
Arak Saeed. Right, Indy's a smarty. Has Troy Baker done any yelling in this? Heated Indy. Not like aggressive against anyone type yelling. He's mostly just been on the back foot in confrontations, just getting thrashed and surprised. He's done some like panicked, I don't want to die yelling. But no, we haven't heard peak Indy yet. Wait, what? Either way. Weird. Really hope they do a sequel? I don't know. I want Machine Games to do whatever they want. They've earned their way into that. I'm gonna take some of these breads. If they mad that I took the bread? Am I in a... Is this a restricted area? Get off my plane. Hey. Alright. I don't remember how to grab. There we go. She's biting. That's cool. Get his ass. Get his ass. Yeah! I like to see.
They're looking this way.
Oh, there's more Nazis. Oh, you 100% of this game? Hell yeah. I do like that the game enables you to do that. All right, let's take a peep at the old map. Oh, I don't have one. Get to the blue tent. Okay.
أنا شايف إن كافور عالج جرحك الخطير.
ده دكتور شاطر على فكرة. بص على القطع مرة واحدة بس وقال يعني حاجة بسيطة وبعدين ابتدى بالعلاج على طول.
خسارة. دايما بيشغلوه ليل نهار. المسكين ما بينامش خالص. شفته لما كنت بساعد في الخيمة الطبية.
تفتكر صاحي من امتى؟
ما شفتوش نام من ساعة ما ابتدى شغل امبارح الصبح.
كأنه مش بني آدم يا أخي.
Hey Kenny, also hello Captain, Digital Melancholy, James Fisto, thank you for the sub. Harry, Ronnie, good to see you guys.
Echlin.
Dude, imagine being Troy Baker and giving people the Alahumeki in a different language, but as indie. That's pretty cool. Yeah, free persimmons. Everybody's so nice here. They just let me take their ladles, soup spoons.
عامل إيه يا حضرة؟
كيف خلوك أنت؟
سلام عليكم يا أستاذ.
أخ إلين.
And actually, if you think about it, at this point, Troy Baker has probably performed, well, Indiana Jones, or Harrison Ford has 5 Indiana Jones movies. I was just thinking 3. I wonder, that'd be an interesting experiment to like try to add up all the lines that Harrison Ford delivers in the films and see there might actually be more voice acting total runtime.
Might want to take a pass on this.
Oh, come on. That dude almost tooted on his horn though. That was pretty cool. Yeah, these things, I don't have the key for this yet. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Just give it and to, well, it may be equal maybe, but still. Imagine having about as many hours playing Indiana Jones as Harrison Ford at this point. There isn't a key for the donut boxes? Oh. Interesting. You just have to smash them? Oh. Donation boxes aren't anything special. It's just somewhere to dump extra cash when you buy everything. Kinda not worth it. Huh. After you buy all the books in a region, you just donate what you have left. Well, from a gameplay perspective, that's kind of odd, but from a character perspective, that's kind of heartwarming, actually. They've kind of taken the, like, old school big dick swagger out of indie. Like, they bend a lot of his actions towards being, like, more generically positive versus just stomping around the world,
Gina, darling.
banging broads and knocking over ancient dig sites,
No,
slugging Nazis.
this is Dr. Indiana Jones.
I'm an archaeologist.
Famous archaeologist.
Rings a bell. Marcus Brody's associate.
You know Marcus.
We frequent the same circles. I am Dame Nawal Shafiq Barkley, patron of history, and its
The
forgotten.
movies made him to be a bit of a
And
goof.
as of late, indulging
Yeah.
in a spot of spying for Miss Lombardi here.
Yeah, there was even some vaudeville in some of it, as I
You
recall.
must be famished. Come. Such a
I
fascinating.
think Last Crusade takes the biggest piss out of indie, which makes it the best movie.
Why, thank you. It's quite the luxurious pavilion you have here.
Oh, have a look around, Dr. Jones.
Don't mind if I do, Dame Nawal.
He's not a full-on macho dude in all the action things.
for quality.
Ah, just trinkets I've collected on my travels.
I should watch the movies
This
again.
great circle. The Nazis think it's a conduit of some kind of power, correct?
I remember reading a lot of that sensitivity and
He
how,
believes it'll secure his place
or
in history.
a lot of that vulnerability and how Harrison Ford
Everyone's
played the
a
character.
competition with that guy.
He's using my sister to cross the finish line.
We will find her. Everything is predestined and pre-written, as the Egyptians would say. Oh, mind feeding Osiris, Dr. Jones?
I don't think he's hungry.
Scared of snakes, Dr. Jones?
That was cute.
Must be a problem in your line of work.
Nothing would make me happier than feeding your snake, Dame Nawal.
Hey, find Osiris.
Yeah, the snake fear tones down the macho stuff.
Give him just a little snack.
Yeah, that's true.
Be enough.
Have you spoken to Laura since Berlin?
Oh, I tried to contact. Simte lalile ra.
The Idol of Ra.
Voss believes it to be here, Dr. Jones.
What is it?
It's a statue, perhaps this big, cursed with a terrible power, according to the old Egyptian legend.
It's been lost for thousands of years. No one's known where to look for it.
So why does Boss think that the idol is here in Giza?
Perhaps he thinks old Khufu had it.
Khufu built the Great Pyramid as his personal tomb. If he did have the idol, then he would.
He would want to hide its power from the world.
I feel like screenplay writers have got to have a term for that. When characters finish each other's lines.
Power of the stone. Dame Nawal, you're a genius.
Music cues are on point too.
The cat mummy.
Sorry?
This is something that
Circle were found inside various
Final
ancient
Fantasy
relics, which
16
could
reminded
mean that
me.
The idol of Ra
And
contains
Cyberpunk.
Another one of those stones.
games don't have scores anymore. Movies don't have scores anymore, rarely. They call it hack needed. Makes it seem like things are moving. Oh. Everyone's getting it all at the same time. I think it makes the audience feel like they're sharing an experience with all the characters because everyone's like ahawing at the same time.
Funding approval for some sort of experiment.
Makes it seem like exposition is
Signed by
moving,
Adolf
I
Hitler,
guess.
The obnoxious little twit.
Dr. Laura Lombardi. She's on the list of the participants?
Couldn't find any description of this experiment. My German is a tad rusty.
What did you get yourself into, Laura?
She was so absorbed in her work when we lived in Berlin, she was never really present. She was like a ghost.
She still loves you, you know.
Well, I'm still here for her, doing everything I can, even though... Voss has an office in the Nazi compound.
Perhaps
so we can find more information.
Oh yeah, it levels the intellect. I didn't think about that.
How do we get in?
I can procure work passes. Though it may take some time, I'm afraid.
I did it.
Oh, I know.
I fed the snake.
Marvelous.
He's so proud of himself.
Well,
Sorry, the camera's in the way for a minute, but
idly wait here for your work passes. An agent.
a blind observer. Oh, this game's phenomenal.
From the Nazi camp.
Which is very surprising, but very delightful. Extremely delightful. It's where you would hope that story-based single-player games would be at right now, but personally, I kind of gave up that there would be a game executed to this scale like this. Like Cyberpunk was kind of out there. Not that I'm comparing the two really,
Go on, Professor.
but that game was aberrant because
Help you
it was
explore
a
the
just
area.
crazy overproduced single-player sort of game. This game's not to that scale, obviously, but it's very daring and interesting and charming and confident. I think the confidence of it is shocking,
Listen to the Nazis' radio communications.
but I don't think it's overcomplicated either.
Be my guest.
It's a simple game, but it's also not a simple game, you know? The
Nawal.
friction is very light, but it's still a very engrossing experience.
Rabina Mike.
And it still makes you feel like you're choosing to do things, and
Stone Steely. Voss is desperate for whatever information they may contain.
it really does need the
There will be no trace of history left.
it really does need the open areas where the player chooses what they do and how much and
There's
how.
something I can do to help.
And it needs the objectives that are like scattered.
I'm a benefactor at the Cairo Museum.
Then it feels like
They would
exploring.
gladly accept any stone steely coming their way. If you find any, bring them to me. I'll keep them safe and sound.
Yeah, RoboCop was really surprising.
As long as they end up in a museum.
Hey.
Where they belong. These are my notes concerning the stone steely. Perhaps they can be of some use to you.
The score coming up. Also, like, doesn't matter what museum. Just, I guess, keep them safe. Make it so people can see them. Peter Lorre, or is it Peter Lorre? No, there would be two R's. Peter Lorre. I tell Bruce that I love him often, but you don't need me to do that for you. Bruce streams, and he's on social media, so I encourage you to reach out with your kind words yourself. Eliot. And we're to the east of the Sphinx. Oh, okay. I have to find these based on the description. Oh, south of the mortuary temple ruins by an X marked flag. That's the exact right kind of like puzzling. I've noticed that most
Need go to the village market. Just watch out for any merchants trying to scam you.
Don't worry. I have a nose for spotting frauds.
Well, then I'm sure you'll be fine.
most of the puzzles and navigational aspects
I've picked up something interesting.
are just like
Over here.
one logical leap beyond what's the most obvious. So that's appreciated. It's not just all right on its surface. Geometric.
I think you want to hear this.
Yeah. I'm getting my adventure
Must be
points.
from an old expedition during the French invasion.
Corner. Mills.
Listen to this, Dr. Jones.
All right. I'm
I'm quite glad the puzzles aren't complex as someone who's terrible at them. The environments compensate for that, I think. The environments look so majestic that, like, a puzzle that really is just moving some knobs around is not that... Like, it's fine.
That's boss.
And there's usually things that move. Ancient clanking machinery, great sound design. So you get paid off in more ways than feeling clever for solving an actual puzzle. Most of the puzzles have like multiple cues that are all pretty indicative of whether or not you're progressing towards a solution or have moved away from it. I've been digging that more and more in just brilliantly designed games. The multiple kinds of feedback that all don't feel or overtly seem like feedback. It's not like a big red X, you know, but it's a sound that's like, hey, that didn't quite do it. But it's also a machinery that goes tunk tunk and doesn't move. It's a light shaft that's pointing at the thing that you're supposed to look at. That stuff's pretty obvious, actually. That's borderline yellow paint, but yeah, man, oh, might be a cop-out. I like the idea that the puzzles aren't complicated because he's Indiana Jones. Yeah, that makes sense. He never does any superhuman stuff, which is pretty in keeping with, I think, the movies. You know, apart from, I guess, being immortal and all that.
Just a little sketch I made. Keep it if you'd like.
Mistaken Marge was doing an excavation in Petra.
Indeed. I decided to pop by for a visit.
Although we all agree that at the end of Crusade,
Lovely lady.
you have to keep drinking the water. Right? He's not a god now. He's just been healed. And he's still mortal, but if you stay and keep using the thing, then it re-ups, right? That's what we all agree is the deal? We're all hoping for the Shia LaBeouf secret credits at the end. We absolutely are. Oh, if you leave the temple, it should stop also. Yeah, that's true. They couldn't carry the Grail past the entrance. Or the Sphinx dig. Let's go do that. Explore the Sphinx dig. Wreck the Sphinx. The Grail douche more effective than drinking? I guess it depends on what you're trying to get done. French-speaking men disguised as diggers have been seen breaking into the excavations to steal artifacts. One of them is heading southeast of the road from the workers' camp. Hints. Ah. Hi. Hey, bud. You alright? He's alright. Kaini Maron? Oh, excuse me. That dude threw me off big time. Thank you for gifting a sub to Alpha Butt and to Tool Isis. Thank you for the generosity there. Emerald Voss. Or Emmerich Voss. Oh, geez. Look to the power of the Roman Imperium. The mighty hordes of the Mongols, the wealth of Persia.
They misspell his name. Boss must be furious.
Furious. Prints in the sand.
Far too sophisticated for a Nazi.
Call me Kine. Oh, okay. That's much easier. Thank you. My Marion's in the other room. She actually... Yeah, I need like a weapon. I can't just punch him. She wanted to work on my Christmas gift. Oh. So I'm good to... Oh, there we go. Sure. I think I can open it with a fly swatter. Does it actually have to be like a... Bruderschaft. Oh, that's a pretty good one. Got the points for that?
Might be something I could pick up from this.
The long grunt. Maybe I can bash it open with a bottle. Is this even a lockbox you can open? I thought my cursor turned red over it, and now it's not doing that. Maybe I was mistaken. Find any new cool Christmas gadgets or decor this year? No, haven't really been focused on that. It's actually just been a lot of Been a lot of hustle and bustle. Do you think Indy could have won Game of the Year 24? No. Not against Astrobot. That doesn't mean that it's not as good or better than Astrobot. I don't know. We're sizing up the Academy, which is kind of how this stuff works, right? It's like movies. There's certain kinds of movies that the Academy likes to vote for. I think that's where we're at with the Game Awards now. You've played Nine Souls? Yes, I have. Yeah, it's on Game Pass now. So if you got Game Pass for indie, maybe you should check out Nine Souls. Yeah, I streamed it a while ago when it came out on PC. Yeah, that's my opinion, Captain. I think this game is a better game. More interesting, captivating game. But that doesn't matter none. When you becoming a voter for the Video Game Awards, I don't know. I don't know how you get in that group. That would shut me up, I think. Yeah, Captain, that's my summation is that the Academy, which is to say people that play games, there's a significant portion of the entire gamership of, I guess, like console AAA, whatever chunk of gaming that can be summarized as now. The kinds of games they give game awards to, I should say. There's a significant chunk of them where PlayStation is their lead platform, which also means that they pretty much only play games on PlayStation, which is a lot of games, but it's not everything. But I think that does result in a PlayStation bias. But that's not bad. PlayStation makes good games. And also there's no such thing as a perfectly representative Game Awards show, so whatever. It all comes out in the wash. Also, Astronaut's not bad. Astronaut. What makes Astrobot, for me at least, work a lot better as Game of the Year? And this is going to be silly because it has of the year in the name of the award, but if you really think about where games have been, especially if you consider where PlayStation games have been, and also for it being 2024, I'm sure PlayStation fans in particular are delighted that there is a big budget, back to basics kind of platforming game on the platform that they play. And yeah, even though Nintendo made it a decade and a half ago, it's probably especially delightful now after years and years of mega serious, crying single dad games. Go back to a little Bing Bong Wahoo.
Brought friends.
Oh, I'm just a little stinker. Uh-oh, that's not good. There's more dudes over there. Way more open out here. I wonder how this is gonna work. Ah. Get out of here, doggo. Sorry, doggo. Investigate more Sphinx. I like the idea of a platformer winning Game of the Year. Yeah. Not a bad game. Not a bad game. And it's... I'm sure opinions will vary wildly, but it's not necessarily like anything got snubbed. Aside from... I guess it's really just like there's just too many. You can't give every game that deserves an award an award. And if you did, would there even be a point anymore? I don't know. Can't think about it too much. What's worse? Doom Eternal losing best action or Cyberpunk losing best music? I think Cyberpunk losing best music. That didn't just have the best score that year. It had one of the best scores and best soundtracks of all time. And it lost to a remake. Like that's a snub. But again, unless you just want to get on your high horse, which I love doing, unless you just want to judge, you got to acknowledge the politics. That's politics in games right there. Yeah, the original score on top of all the original music on all the radio stations. It's what people vote for. It's what people vote for. I mean, I've often... I don't know.
Hello?
There must be, like every year, there must be people having the exact same conversation about the Oscars, right? Just like rolling their eyes at so-called critics that can't see past the throes of the current day. Yeah, no, I mean, Cyberpunk didn't win anything, but again, for obvious reasons. Also, especially if you consider a PlayStation bias. PlayStation user base was like specifically poisoned against that game. Oh, hello.
What do we have here?
Man, Silent Hill 2 was real good though, huh? Yeah, I was thinking about that in terms of puzzle design. Oh, you're locked. Because that's a game that does have, well, on hard, they're pretty hard. I think they felt easier than original Silent Hill 2? Or maybe that's because I'm smarter now. At least we don't have outrageously expensive for your consideration campaigns. We should though, shouldn't we? I think what you have now is like developers that are built up that like get media trained and then go around and do a bunch of baby kissing and glad handing and on podcasts and interviews and stuff. You can like you can try to warm the audience to you a little bit. I feel like that makes it more likely for them to vote for you. All right. Back to exploring the Sphinx. Surprised there was nothing to pick up on that table there. So important. I gotta get back there, huh? Like, only game I think that ever got snubbed at the Game Awards was Animal Crossing New Horizons in 2020. The way the game resonated with people because of entirely unique circumstances that will likely never happen again. Well, so Malcolm, I'm curious, what's your opinion on voting according to that year? Should you acknowledge context in award giving? Is something Game of the Year simply because it was objectively the most well-crafted game that year? Or because it was incidentally what everybody wanted that year? The second one makes sense, but then if you're an award recipient, I would think it would feel very strange to win Game of the Year because you just accidentally hit the right year when everybody wanted Astrobot. They made that game in 2013. Everybody just be like, "Oh, you just copied Mario." Surprising that they didn't do that now. Well, I guess, you know, it wasn't a secret, right? It's not like nobody was like, oh, this is a fully original game, but still, it was the time, and I think the specific circumstance on PlayStation, and the glut of way too serious for their own good AAA games. So it's like the intersection of all those things made Astrobot Game of the Year. Shit's weird, man. Shit's weird. What's more important, People's Choice or Academy Award? I guess that comes down to the person, really. It's a cop-out answer, but like, one means you made something that everyone liked. That doesn't mean it's great art, but people like it. People like a lot of shit. So that's something, I guess. But winning a committee designated award has its own set of politics that really have nothing to do with valuable art. So I don't know. Giving them all shoves. Yeah, it really just depends, I think, on what an individual is in it for. Where's my hat? Where's my lucky hat? Phew.
I got a better plan.
Night. Man, the ragdolls in this game are so good. Speaking of quality films, how was Craven? It was not great, and not a necessarily like a really exciting way. Oh, wait a minute.
Back off! Stop! Adios, pal.
Damn it. There, that got him. Had to take a little conk on the noggin. Yeah, there was let's see here. Rhino, A+. Rhino in Craven was thoroughly enjoyable. Very fun to watch on, like actually a fun villain. A fun villain, a memorable villain.
These will go to someone who can use them.
Russell Crowe is in it. And he is Russell Crowe, still very watchable. He's got a deep rumbly gravitas that you can't really argue with. You watch The Apartment, 1960s. Is that the one with Jack Lemmon? Am I wrong about that? Marioetic script. Billy Wilder movie. Okay. Maybe not then. The Idol of Ra.
You've been here a while, haven't you?
One last spin around the room. Oh, it is with Jack Lemmon. Okay, yeah, it's about, it's basically like, yeah, the apartment is where the dudes take their secretaries, mistresses, basically. They all trade this, like, apartment. Instead of going home, it's an apartment in the city. I have seen that. I need to watch it again, though. I think it's been a while. It's been a year. It's been a couple years, at least.
Who made this?
They have these out here too. Yeah, Nimble, it's you would like for the, I guess the problem is it doesn't really try for much. It's, you can almost see the ideas in the script, but then that gets mixed up with some other subplots. There's some damn. There are some things that are tried, and whenever anyone tries anything, it's kind of fun. There's the Rhino's great because it's an interesting depiction of a villain. There's other like there's other bad dudes that are hardly explained, and the lack of explanation and the weirdness of those characters is actually super refreshing, because the movie spends way too long assuming that you give a shit about Craven or anything that Craven's got going on, because we don't. It's a movie that should have just started, like, it should have trusted its actor and its dogshit writing to have fun, but it didn't. It was like a fucking origin story and shit. Oh, I'm eating the wrong thing. Is there a reason why there was none of the same outcry of snubbing during the Golden Joystick Awards compared to the TGA? Because nobody watches the Golden Joystick Awards. It's not considered the de facto awards. The only people that watch Golden Joysticks actually care about award shows.
نوال تعال لو تكرمت. تعال يا فندم. هنا يا فندم. يمكن ده يفيدك.
Oh, there's that. There's the BAFTAs. Oh, thank you.
من القادة.
شكرا.
People also love to argue. People love feeling. People love pointing out the bad judgment of others. There's a judgment unto itself. People, am I right? Oh, you can lower yourself in there. All right. Golden Joysticks sounds like a porn category. it's like for porn actors over 50. Welcome to the 51st annual Golden Joysticks. Craven is a bad fun movie. It's so I like watching a lot of schlocky 80s, 70s, 80s, 90s action movies. It's a very forgettable one of those. Doubly so because it is, you know, time will also not remember it very well, because it's in like, it's at the dying wave of superhero movies. There's a couple of things that are fun about it, but it should be 90 minutes, not 120. Yeah, it's no Invasion USA, not by a long shot. If it were weirder and goofier and maybe more racist, I don't know. It needs a dash of something. It needs some kind of like deranged ego to carry it through. There were some choices made. I don't know. I can think of some specific scenes where an actor just did something, just went for it with their character, and it was great. All the like going for it's were great. Was ist das?
Get over here!
Get over here! Classic. Whoa.
So long!
Shit. Douche. I guess there was a guy behind me. Where's my hat? Uh-oh. Oh, they really clocked me. Oh, there we go. My hat. Oh. Damn it. It's like Blade if Anthony Mackie played him. So it's funny you bring up Blade, because I was thinking about it and I was like, oh, this movie's kind of trying to be Blade. Sorta. Yeah, Wesley Snipes brings a lot to Blade, which is interesting because he's very stoic in most of that movie, but still there's an aura. Wesley Snipes got it, unfortunately. Well, unfortunately because we were deprived of years of Wesley Snipes due to a simple thing like tax evasion. Yeah. I don't remember the Aaron Taylor Johnson. He has a passable amount of smarm. And I say like he does bring stuff to the movie. He tries. And I appreciate the trying. But he had barely, like he had nothing really to work with the script. The script didn't give him any real dog shit lines to walk around the block with. Yeah. Oops. Oh, you are a Nazi. All right, this is fine then. Right there, buddy. Yeah, no ice skating uphill lines in Craven. There are some boring lines that are delivered so poorly they become funny. There's a couple of those. And I think it's because they were ADR'd or reshot or something. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's mostly just like, just an uninteresting vision delivered in an uninteresting way most of the time is Craven. But yeah, whenever somebody comes with a little heat, it's always appreciated. Again, good rhino. You saw Craven. Is it as bad as people say? Morbius was more fun. I'll say that. Morbius. But I've seen way worse movies. But Matt Smith did a lot for that film. And I did appreciate Jared Leto trying to go like full goth. It was bland though, right? Like it was. There are better, worse movies by far than Morbius. Just kind of boring. Same situation. Yeah. But it had like, remember when they were like rail grinding in the subway and there was like a ridiculous bullet time scene? So, you know, there's high points. I mean, Craven's rated R, so there's like a couple of pretty decent death scenes, but they are real fast. There's like 3 maybe tops. They're real fast, and the movie's 2 hours long. So, yeah, it bites off way too much for some reason. Could have just been 3 acts. We could have had fun. We could have moved on with our lives, but no. Maybe that will become campy fun in the future. It's hard to imagine, but maybe, because it's like clearly trying to set up a fucking bullshit, trying to carry the weight of a dumb side universe. Like, there's all kinds of influences on that movie beyond just making a dumb fun movie for people to enjoy, and that's obviously where it's at its worst.
Let me see.
Is Spider-Man mentioned? No. Do you want to? Well, this is not like spiders are implied. That's kind of it. You see a spider.
Well, nice to see you too.
I'm trying to open this big door, but I don't know how.
Here, curious indentation on the wall. Generators, power failure. I have no time for this nonsense. Whoa. Okay. Do you mind? Found a golden medallion. Store it in the recreational area.
Found some kind of golden medallion. Took it to their recreational area.
That medallion sounds pretty important, don't you think?
You're damn right. Now let's go take it back from them.
You go. I'll stay here and search for any signs of my sister.
Yeah, this will do nice.
There we go. Did they show a Spider-Man style web in the movie? No, they did not. There's also no post-credit sequence. There's no mid-credit sequence. When the credits start, you're done. Yeah, good. I agree. I mean, I would have had more fun, like knowing that the shit is wrecked. I was hoping that there was a pointlessly aspirational post-credit sequence. Like the hubris of it wraps back around to entertainment. If I watch a dog shit movie and then they're like, Kraven the Hunter will return, and I'm like, no, he won't. Like, that's fun. That's funny. That didn't happen though. It's almost like the movie knew before it was over that we're just wasting everyone's time here. There's gonna be carnage. Yeah, exactly. And how good was that movie? We gotta watch Venom 3. Yeah, that was Alana's strong position, was that Madam Web was tons more fun. Madam Web might be the best Sideverse movie, it seems like, just in terms of like having a good time and enjoying the movie. I haven't even seen Madam Web yet. I gotta do that.
Die Offiziere spielen wieder Skat in ihrem Zelt. Meinst du, sie können mitspielen?
Oh. Yeah, the Venom movies aren't bad. I liked 1 and 2.
Geh mir aus den Augen, Arbeiter.
You want me to photograph? Ah.
Don't have time for silly matinee adventures.
Meyer lässt uns also schuften, während er Skat im Zelt des Befehlshabenden spielt?
Better stay
So
away
ist das
from
halt.
here.
Wir sind nur Fußvolk. Meinst du, er lässt mich mitmachen, wenn ich hingehe?
Man.
Als hättest du genug für den Einsatz, den Meyer und den Offizieren Skat zu spielen.
Du entkommst.
What? I didn't touch anything. I didn't do anything. Why? Man. Nazis are in a sour mood.
Weich mal aus!
Oh, they don't like cameras? For real?
Nice that you're all friends.
These Nazi guys are not fun to be around.
Seh ich dich. Verdammt!
Ah.
Boden! Ha! Gewunders nennst du einen Kampf?
You didn't see nothing.
Mist, er hat ihn umgelegt.
God damn it.
Weiter so!
Does this guy have a whistle?
Right back at you.
Their eyes bug out and shit. It really is like Punch Out, I swear to God. Oh, the double chop. Hello, Dillian. Dillian asks, how's the game so far? Well, I'm having a dandy time. Giving Nazis a little sweet chin music. Gotta go find a gold medallion so I can open an ancient tomb. Yeah, old style Star Trek punch. Yell Shatner like double fist to the back. Watcha! Shat foo. The dog gonna be on me? Innocent worker.
Ich muss diesen Mann überprüfen.
Oh, it was the
He's on to me.
it was the freaking commander guy. Okay, he probably just saw me. Uh-oh. Yeah, that karate chop. You found more stuff to spend your coin on. Usually there's maps and books and stuff. I imagine there will be the same in this area.
Komm mir nicht zu nahe, Bursche.
You just had to make noise, didn't you?
Was machst du da? Feigling!
Uh-oh.
Give it a rest.
Er darf nicht entwischen!
Not too shabby.
Whoa. Damn. Okay, so you can't respawn if you're not wearing your indie suit. That makes sense. You don't have your hat.
Meyer lässt uns also schuften, während er Skat im Zelt des
Yeah, I think it's that dude.
Going.
Keeps spotting me.
Wir sind nur Fußvolk. Meinst du, hättest du genug Geld für den Einsatz mit Meyer und dem Mal sehen, ob der Kerl hierher gehört.
Damn. Need to get away.
Keep making noise. I'm just dropping shit on the ground. Oh man, he's a big one.
All right, big guy, ready to dance?
His big old shorts.
Damn it!
You made me do this. You know that, right?
This guy looks like a wet noodle.
Oh shit. Fuck. Skip out here. Fine. They don't need to know it was me. Oh shit. Oh damn.
You called for it.
Fucking hell. Thought he was out. Ah! Damn it. It's kind of hard to sneak around in this area. Well, I guess really it is me making noise. Getting painfully seen immediately. Right. Not gonna do that anymore. I'm not gonna drop random bottles on the ground and throw hammers at people. Cool.
Color me intrigued.
Oh.
Diese Stiefel sind grauenhaft. Meyer lässt uns also schuften, während er Skat im Zelt des Befehlshabenden spielt? So ist das halt. Wir sind nur Fußvolk. Meinst du, er lässt mich mitmachen, wenn ich hingehe? Als hättest du genug Geld für den Einsatz, um mit Meyer und den Offizieren Skat zu spielen.
Look at them. Yeah, they're playing poker. Nazis playing poker?
Bring mir die Flasche.
Oh, no.
Musst du immer alle rumscheuchen, Meier?
Bring me the bottles? What is it? Where's the bottle? Oh.
Ich sagte, bring mir die Flasche.
There you are.
Tu, was Offizier Meyer sagt, Mann.
Zieh Leine. Komm nicht näher.
Okay.
Jack, the manservant or knave?
Die Hitze bringt mich um.
That money. Like, the right angle.
Ob ich auf die Sphinx klettern könnte?
He's really got the hay fever out there. What if I distracted everybody? I'm not distracted at all. I could grab it and make a break for it. Might be what I end up doing. Okay. I don't know that I've been in that tent. I have before, but I caused an alarm. But I didn't make it out with what I picked up. A fat wad of cash. Oh yeah, and a persimmon. Jesus. Found some Reich bucks. I can use these better than they could. Hey, Culverek. Thank you for the sub. 58 months is a long time. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. All right, I'm gonna grab the money and then I'm just gonna run for the hills. Whoa.
Unausweichlich! Kann das! Das ist ein Angebot Mama. Ich krieg dich! Da! Ich seh dich!
Oh, it was club. Here we go. Stupid Nazi. All right.
I could do that all day.
Yeah, I got my mummy disguise on. They don't want to mess with a mummy, do they? I wonder if the Nazis respawn around the Sphinx. I wonder, like, should I just go in there? Should I just beat these Nazis up and go in there? Why not?
Wer ist dieser Arbeiter?
Meteorological station.
Das Wetter.
Yeah, that's a hot one, huh? Can I take your cookie?
Okay.
Nice.
Radio frequency. Might be something for Gina.
Ah.
Komm mir nicht zu nahe, Bursche.
Okay. I'll be on my way. Oh, shit. Ah. Must be the code for that. Yeah. Like a yak. How goes the Nazi whipping? It goes pretty well. Here, this one. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So it's the cloud formations on those days, and those are the four numbers. Right. 13, 9, 16, 14. So it would be Cirrus, Gratus, Cirrus, Cumulonimbus. Zero 6 0 9. Go solve a mystery. Pretty good Seidel.
Ich hoffe, dafür kriege ich eine Beförderung.
Bingo.
Das Geräusch.
Bye. Oh, cool. I haven't watched Final Level yet. I'm into it though. They're fun, but I wouldn't pay for them. That's pretty good. Actually, we might have a THC sponsor on Inside Games. And they sent me some Fucking, they sent me some medical grade shit. They sent me like 100 milligram gummies and stuff. So that might be some good final level, secret level fuel. Oh man, you getting zonked? Not right now. At some point, yeah. For the sake of my independent business, that is a lot though. So yeah, a THC sponsor on your gaming channel? I know, right? It's gonna be a surreal moment. Gotta pop 3 of those bad boys. Oh god. Oh man. So the highest I've ever gotten was when I saw XXX3, and that was 50 milligrams. And there was a point where it was the scene where Vin Diesel was BMX riding a jet ski underwater and did a trick where I was like, ooh, this might be too much. Like it was at the point where I was having to like focus on my breathing to ground myself. But it was it certainly made the movie a magical experience. I don't even know what like 100 or 150 would feel like. I'm pretty sure it wouldn't feel good. I think at that point though, like just the physical effects would not be pleasant. I watched Big Trouble in Little China about 6 times, completely blazed. I have no idea what happens in that movie. It's kind of hard to follow even if you aren't high. That's an adventure movie to its core. That movie spends no time setting up its lead, and Craven has a whole fucking 30-minute origin story for some reason. Oh, anesthesia doesn't count, Captain. Although, what were you high on? You were in the middle of getting stitched up after I got stabbed by a mugger and I kept hitting on the nurses and doctor while they were fixing me up. That's some good old classic Valium. I had a shot of Valium when I got my wisdom teeth out. That was pretty sick.
Found the medallion?
Of course. Any signs of Laura?
No, nothing.
Detective Dangle, thanks for the sub. 2 things I hate more than a 30-minute backup story setup, and that's snakes and Nazis. Nazi. Oh, I was hoping the reflection on the wall would have like the glint of red from the bottle. That would be next level.
I wonder what's behind the door.
I made homemade brownies after making some homemade infused butter. Eating 1 small piece of those brownies is the highest I've ever been. Worse than going through a gram of dabs in 1 session. Wow.
This hasn't been disturbed for thousands of years.
Well, I remember trying. There was a short window in like the early, I think it was like 2010, when they had synthetic cannabinoids.
Maybe because of this huge hole.
Spice,
Yeah.
K2.
Watch your step.
I remember buying some of that at a smoke shop
Exciting, Dr. Jones.
in Dallas, and that got me fucked up. That was like that was borderline hallucinogenic. Like all the movies that don't know, like that have a weird depiction of weed. That's what that felt like. Yeah, spice is kind of crazy bad. It can be. People have had bad trips on it for sure. I don't think I ever did, but certainly went to some weird places. Oh, a hefty weed brownie ruined my day once. I'd rather do shady ecstasy with meth again. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend that to anybody. I don't think you can even get it anymore. It got regulated. Probably for the best. Oh, not supposed to do that. Yeah, you're that stuff is a little too hard, I think, for like you shouldn't just be able to buy that.
This hasn't been disturbed for thousands of years.
Maybe because of this huge hole.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Watch your step.
It's too dark in here.
All right, the village market.
Okay.
Maybe they have something I can use.
Right.
Go ahead. I'll wait for you here.
I see. Okay, they want me to go back. Yep. I will say though that maybe if I eat enough weed, I can get there. But I do remember one particular I remember getting a Super Nintendo and a flash cart, and then I smoked some of that like synthetic shit. And I remember playing a bunch of old Super Nintendo games, and it genuinely did feel like the way my brain worked when I was much younger. Which is to say, like, there was a lot more wonder going on. Things were more spontaneously new again. It was making connections in my imagination that my adult brain doesn't really make anymore. I was... For some like it blacked out all of my adult functioning logical memory, and instead imagined worlds where a lot of these things could be. I guess this is sounding like pretty much drug talk right now, but it really is like that is the way my brain used to work when I was like much younger. I think before you really know the dividing line between your own imagination and reality, that kind of dreamlike state of youth before the light goes out. I can see why people want to channel that more and more often. You unlocked Fun Brain. Yeah. I can also see how if you, I mean, I'm lucky enough to have Fun Brain. If you've got some demons up in the old noggin, I can see how like just like rattling up all your neural pathways can definitely bend towards some bad stuff. You've got some stuff locked away or unprocessed or just places you like bad things you don't need to dwell on. Huh. I was playing Call of Duty MP just waiting for shrooms to kick in once. Started noticing I was getting more and more sad every death. Very weird gaming experience. This is a very weird gaming experience. Huh. Like, it wasn't like game sad. Like, I'm sad that I lost at this video game. It was, I'm looking at someone dying and it's making me sad. Or was it just like a general feeling of sadness? Yeah. Was it unavoidable empathy from playing a violent video game? Ah, you felt the loss of a pet or something. I mean, I could see that. That's when you got to play something like Katamari. Yeah, you unlocked Unfun Brain. I don't really do drugs because honestly, it's not like they provide anything of value to anyone's life. I'm pretty happy as it is. Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with,
Carpet like this would look great in my living room.
Yeah, it's, certainly if, you need... If you need substances to feel certain ways, that's not great. That's pretty good. Hello, Junebug Connie. We get to crash the train in this. Crash the train. Maybe?
هما بيدفعوا لك اجر كويس يعني ما تخليهمش.
I don't know which train you're referring to. Oh, you mean the one? Oh my god. Random yawn attack. Weird. You mean the one that's like driving by in the background? I haven't interacted with that train at all, but I also haven't tried. But it would surprise me if you can destroy that train. I see way too many kids trying to self-medicate their sadness away, and it's a worrying trend. Feels like people have been doing that since time was time, though. I don't know. You would know more than me, of course. I don't interact with any of that stuff. Whether or not it has existed before, though, it's of course something worth pushing back against. I'm just always generally concerned about,
Better keep my distance.
I think what's kind of been new is, I mean, Spice, K2, whatever, is kind of representative. But it feels like technology-wise, or even culture-wise, society-wise, things are moving way faster than our systems of government can adapt. Things are like approved and get on the market before we've even processed what's going on. I self-medicated depression with ketamine. That wasn't a try any drug thing. I just heard it specifically could help. Did it help? Oh, there's more books.
What are you selling?
Aywa, I think I have something for you.
Hello, guy.
Dowsarit is a queen, not a guy.
Didn't realize I was speaking to the last pharaoh of the Ramesside dynasty. My apologies, Your Majesty.
Maybe this would tease open your money pouch. Yes, lamb.
Not bad. How much?
From beautiful Vienna, I can barely part with it, but I will sell it for a very, very good price to you, sir.
Let me think about it.
Yeah, Bill, I agree. Australia's social media ban should be an interesting case to follow.
A lighter would come in handy.
It's hard to imagine how social media could improve a young person's life. Nothing you have to say at that age deserves to be seen by everybody. And you certainly don't need to be interacting with the adult world and trying to make sense of it at that age either. But this is all presumptive, I guess. We're running experiments on our own species. Give me that. Okay, that's pretty cheap.
Bought it from a German soldier. The lighter is yours.
Awesome.
Thanks.
A very, very, very good price, sir.
All right, I'll have this.
I'll buy out your whole stock.
You want a picture? Of the monkey?
That monkey is up to
Of
something.
course.
That was cute. I hate social media because I'm at risk of seeing some teenagers' unrefined take on media they haven't seen. Yeah, who needs that? Life's too short to get all ruffled up by some dweeb lord on the internet who hasn't paid taxes yet, having firm opinions about how things ought to be done.
Certainly knows how to captivate an audience.
There's no one there. Oh, wait. Who are we listening to?
طب ماشي كل اللي عايز يسمع يتجمع هنا انا بحب الحكايه دي كان يا مكان كان في ملكه بتدعي ربها يوهبها مولوده بنت بس البنت اتولدت ومعاها نبوءه الطفله دي هتموت في يوم من الايام بسبب لدغ التعبان علشان كده الأميرة الصغيرة اتربت في حصن وكان في كلب دايما ملازمها علشان يحميها من التعابين لكن مع مرور الوقت البنت
Yeah, Spider Chimp. I absolutely, in my younger years and teen years, would have loved the access to media. I would have listened to all the music. I would have watched all the films. I would have read all the books, read all the comics. I would have just like absorbed. I would be looking up YouTube videos of how to like code shit. I was kind of butting up right up against the technological barrier of the internet when I was in the renaissance of my young mind, I guess. So I think there's a great value in exposing people to the vibrance of the world when they're younger. But like engagement-based social media shit that's specifically designed to prey on your monkey brain. And yeah, the porn, oh, you would have jerked yourself into a coma. Maybe. The possible advantage is destigmatizing sex a little bit. If there's an abundance of adult entertainment that you can access.
رد عليه التعبان وقال طالما دي الحقيقة فأنا أضمن لكم إني أبلغ كل التعابين الموجودة في البلاد إنها ما تضرش الأميرة. أنا قررت إني أخالف القدر وهحرمه من فريسته. وبعدها الأميرة عفت عن التعبان العظيم والتعبان عفى عنها ومشيت من المكان وعاشت حياتها زي ما تحب. عجبتني قوي دي. شكرا يا شادية انك حكيت لنا الحكاية دي.
Great story. How fast would a 15-year-old law dog get canceled? Oh, pretty fast. Pretty fast. I mean, I grew up in the church. And at 15, I was still pretty deep into Jesus, but also was like, it was kind of a magic mix. I was getting my first hits of testosterone. I still thought I believed in Jesus. And also, family situations were getting pretty bad. So, like, there was some trauma building up there. And I really had no one to talk to about it. And also, like, no mentorship about how to even process that. So my only, like, really was raised by media. My dad was pretty absentee and my mom had moved out by that point. And 90s and aughts media weren't the best. Teaching dudes how to be, and teaching dudes how to process trauma. Where was that? So it was mostly just, like, edgy media formed takes.
This little fell at the market.
Oh. Speaking my... Okay. What? Go on. What the? Yes. Steph clued me into that. Oh wait, I was looking at the one of just me equipping my. So yeah, let me channel 15-year-old me. I was like at a point of smugly denying my own emotional reactions to anything. Which also allowed me to believe that my reactions to things were like principled and educated and oh so smart but also like had loaded up with a ton of like male toxicity that made Fight Club very appealing. I think that was a bit later. Yeah, if it were more like 15-year-old Lawrence would have been a pretty prime target for edgy alpha male YouTube shit. I think though my counterculture streaks would have me reject even that. Yeah, the manosphere. I would have probably gotten involved in the manosphere for no other reason than to argue with people about me, like basically trying to outwardly prove that I'm even more manly or whatever, or more intense, passionate, strong. Oh. The manwich sphere. I feel like the older I get, the dumber I realize I am. Not my favorite pattern. It's a good thing, though. Honestly, it is. Because the step beyond that is abandoning ranking anything at all. If you're stupid and everyone's stupid, then it doesn't fucking matter.
وعليكم السلام.
And then you eventually acknowledge that, like, yeah, there is right and wrong, and you can live your life by those principles, but outside of the walls of your brain and your life and the effect you have on your family and your friends, there's chaos. That takes a lot of the weight off. Yeah. And being aware that you're dumb takes all the pressure off, too. It's not on you to fix anything, because you can't. You're stupid. Why would you? Who would trust you to fix anything, you dumb fuck? Just chill out. Play games or whatever.
ماشي عشان بتغلط في اللعب
A bit
وانت
slow,
متوتر.
son.
ده غش.
Only once.
يا باشا اللعب على الاعصاب جزء من اللعب.
Yeah, no, it's not what you meant, Captain, but I'm taking it to extremes. I remember pretty early on grasping upon the possible philosophical freedoms of nihilism.
نهارك سعيد.
I thought I was extremely enlightened for coming up with my version of principled nihilism.
مرحب.
But the problem is that was rooted in like a empathy system that wasn't fully developed, so. Ah! I found the chalice. Alright, so that was with the ladies that were reclining?
نهارك سعيد.
You're free, but you suck at parties. Yeah, yes, yeah. So it's interesting because, yeah, that while it makes you feel smart, and it is liberating.
What's this?
There is a whole texture to life.
The hanged man.
The dance with other people.
There you go.
That value system completely ignores. Or at least does not make obvious. You have to kind of read. Wait, that's kind of like looks kind of like the Grail. Always sucked at parties anyway. I think I do too. I can blab. You know, streaming is evidence of that. But I don't think I'm very effervescent or entertaining. I also think I'm a little too intense. I need to learn some good lighthearted stories. People love a good story well told. Was it through here? How young can you start being a nihilist? I mean, I think as soon as you trip over existential dread. Like once you understand what death is, and you understand that you'll die, and you start to grasp just how weird and common but also miraculous life can be, then all of a sudden, boom, like a bunch of conflicting ideas start happening all at the same time. And I think if your brain can't process all the logical contradictions, then I think nihilism is what emerges. Isn't it?
أهلا.
Ah, Echlin.
It was around here. Oh, is it you? Perfect.
Wish I had time to relax.
Oh, we got to deliver this chalice. Yes, a perfect time for Marcus Aurelius. Someone whose writings do remind me of enlightened nihilist Lawrence quite a bit. So I knew there was a dingle. Yeah. All right, there, it's running now. Okay, verse 44. Everything which happens is as familiar and well known as the rose in spring and the fruit in summer. For such is disease and death and calumny and treachery and whatever else delights fools or vexes them. That's it. That's the phrase. Everything that happens is as familiar and well known as flowers and fruit. Good things, bad things. Things that make stupid people happy. Things that annoy stupid people. Nothing new under the sun. A little bit. But there's a dude 2,000 years old saying that. The internet is new, Marcus. But the human condition doesn't change. Oh, they left. Okay, I got the points for it. But I didn't get any vocal line. No throwaway line of somebody thanking me. Marcus would have done numbers on the internet. He wouldn't have, though, because he's too pure. He's the right kind of person to do numbers on the internet, which means he probably wouldn't have. I don't know. It's hard to. I guess occasionally, the people that have pure and non-self-serving messages still elevate on the internet. But what I see is people that are really good at manipulating, incidentally, like accidentally or intentionally, the people that are really good at manipulating people's combative natures are winning right now. I think it's just because, well, maybe I'm just thinking purely of social media. Engagement-based systems are not driven by altruism.
Ach, Ellen.
Yeah, we can go back. Commodus would have fucked on social media, maybe. I'm trying to think. Mark Twain probably would have. Mark Twain's a pretty legendary hater. He would have done pretty well. Oh, fucking Capote, dude. We should have had Capote, and instead we got Perez Hilton.
Of course I didn't.
Eh? What? What? We need some Marcus Aurelius on social media, and not ironically. I feel like Marcus Aurelius's worldview is the opposite of what social media is, which again is engagement-based content. He would have, like, if you would explain the idea to him, he would probably have reviled it so much. Discussion and content that is only for the sake of engagement, just to tie up people and keep them involved, but no virtue beyond that. I think he would be incensed, given how, like, he talks about how valuable life is. You know, valuable but also common. You know, he's not like every breath is a pure miracle, but it is, and he seems to hold those ideas together. I think the only reason he would ever post on social media is to deeply and spiritually implore people to get off as soon as they read whatever he has to say. Like, go live your life. Oh my God, why are you here? Maybe that's too cynical of me. Perhaps he'd find a way to. The thing is, if he found a way to spread his message without the bullshit engagement hooks, it would not be spread. The algorithm would prevent it. Which is why I think he would hate it. Is that there's a god there whose motivation is the antithesis of, well, partially an antithesis of what his raison d'etre seems to be. Marcus Aurelius would totally have one of those monthly blog posts. Yeah, that's more his style. He would do some thinking, he'd punch up some thoughts, and then he ideally wouldn't read the comments. What do you think would be Marcus's favorite video game? Tetris. Because that's one of my favorite video games. Balatro? Maybe? Civ? Maybe? Just from reading Meditations, I don't get the idea that he loves managing logistics. That's probably part of his job as Caesar. And maybe he does. Soma? Oh, man. Yeah, he would get off on Soma, I think. I think he would want to debate Soma. Mortal Kombat 1. Jackbox. Alright. Oh, I can just light these now. Would Marcus Aurelius be an Xbox or a PlayStation guy? Oh! Saved.
Good reflexes.
Yeah, he'd be PC Master Race.
Now what?
I don't know. I wonder.
Look, do you think we can?
Maybe I'm not giving him enough credit, but I feel like he wouldn't want to.
Find out.
Like he wouldn't want to bother with a PC. I don't read from him a fascination with gadgetry or technology. I feel like that might. I feel like that might be, I don't know. Folks in chat. Is there anyone out there, anyone among you, who hates technology and fiddling with shit and patching things, but you still like the PC? Yes. I work in IT. I fucking despise it. Isn't that every IT person? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that's a good point. But why'd you get into IT unless you at least had a tolerance for it or an aptitude for it? The thing where you could play the most video games? Competency, aptitude alone. Okay. Didn't get into PC gaming until it was very Lego. It's interesting because I mean I don't think that's the concept, even though I think there's been a lot of convergence. Both PCs getting easier and consoles getting more complicated. Oh, you can climb up this? Hey, nice. Interesting. I had a girlfriend that was a massage therapist, and the last thing she wanted to do was massage me. Well, I can get that. Like, you don't want to think of your partner as a client. Yeah, last thing you want is your own thing to become something else. I want to code it home. Get over there. Oh my. Oh my. Thank you for the raid blessing. How's everybody doing? Just talking about philosophy. Welcome, folks. Let's do a little shout out. Do a little shout out. What was Blessing up to? Or he might be here. I don't know. I want to talk about him like he's not present. We were just debating what
The gate is opening.
what video game Marcus Aurelius would probably like.
Hey, slow down, will ya?
I said Tetris.
Might as well be talking to the wall.
The wizened in chat, or one of the better chat suggestions was Soma. Oh, Tekken 8. Yeah. How's Clive working out?
I may be a nuisance, Dr. Jones, but at least you can always count on me.
Is there nothing but Clives in matchmaking these days? Which version of Tetris? Ah, the real questions.
I would guess so, yeah.
I'm gonna say Tetris Effect, I think. Do you do fighting games? I am not good at them, but I have played fighting games in the past. I don't stream them much on stream. But I feel like the past year or so, I've been doing some introspection, and I've been working on some of my less conducive competitive habits. So I would spend more time in them also, but there's just so many fucking great games to play. Man, so many good games.
Wow, this is amazing.
Yeah. It can be hard if you don't keep practice. For me, it's like, I feel like nowadays I could probably be fine with losing a lot, or more fine than I used to be. But there's also an aspect where if you're not practiced, it's just not as fun to play because you're not pulling off the cool moves you want to pull off. It's like, you know, if you have a head for the actual rule set and stuff, you can know where the opportunities are. You can pull off sick combos.
Golden ceremonial mask. Locked tight.
Yeah, if you lose every match, it's not fun. Kind of not. Yeah. I mean, I can...
They could choose where to shine the light with those mirrors.
I like how that's the first one that it hits. Really, it means the same thing, right? Oh, look at that. Oh, they do have to cross. See? Kind of what I mean. It's like A lot of the puzzle design in this game is pretty trivial, but they sort of make it so that you're likely to make a mistake because it's the most obvious thing to do the first time. I guess really leaving it there was the most obvious thing. My contrarian nature got me again. I'm gonna cross this for no reason. This has got to be it, right? Because then this one's gonna crisscross applesauce. Yup.
Now try the other one.
See, that one was not the closest one. It was the second most closest one. Sorry. But that's the thing. That's how so you do it wrong and then you go back and then you do it right. It's always the one step. They're really, really smart about that.
Wow, it's wonderful.
Yeah, the puzzles are really simple, but the immersion sells. And the
Worn by the Guardians.
the flow of solving the puzzles feels good. It feels like you're solving a puzzle, even though there's like one very intentional stumbling thing they put in along the way.
That they needed this mask to cover their faces.
Piccolo, I love this game.
Not a bad theory.
It's a new Riddick. Also like to think Philip K. Dick would be great on social media. He was a bit unhinged. Oh yeah, he was a burnout, man. That dude would have some Roseanne Barr level posting rants. And everybody would have to like forgive it because they're like, is he in character or not? Is he posting as Philip K. Dick the drug addict right now? Or is it just Philip K. Dick addicted to drugs saying some nonsense on social media?
No, wait!
Uh-oh. Can't disgrace the royal shitter.
Are you alright?
I think so.
What other franchise could do with a game with this level of dedication? Ooh, like a movie franchise?
I'm sorry.
Buck Rogers. James Bond, but yeah, we hopefully we got that on the way. Dude, straight up imagine like, and I mean like 80s Buck Rogers. I mean like coked out, sexed out, himbo in space.
Oh my God, look at the floor.
No one knows Buck Rogers. I'm not saying anyone has to know it. Oh, Scorps.
Light my torch.
I just want a game that has that energy. Like Mass Effect was honestly kind of close. Mass Effect 1.
Go away.
When it was campier and stupider.
We've got to get out of here.
Tell me about it.
What about that?
Yee, ah, yee, ooh, ooh.
It must be
They're snipping at me, giving me snips. Let me think.
Go away.
All right, hold on. Okay, there's some confusion. Wake me up when Machine Games makes a Barbarella video game.
No, it's a dead end. Look, there is a torch in sight.
Barbarella is what the band Duran Duran was named after. Or yeah.
Scram. Get out of here.
Yeah, this is a video game stream.
Over here. This one looks weak.
Ram.
Can we break that wall?
Metal Gear Solid 5's Duran Duran. Hey! Hey Ryan, thank you for the raid. I think I saw the alert, or the go live notification. Ryan was out caroling? Is that correct? Sounds like Ryan was simply having a wonderful Christmas time. Ryan sings his song. He's practiced all year long. Ding dong, ding dong. Do 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 do. Yes, we need figgy pudding. Simply have a wonderful time. What am I? Hold on, I need something to break the wall down. You have to play it now. I'm not tabbing out to play Wonderful Christmas Time. Tabbing out. Shout out. Twitching with Ryan. That's all. Sounds like people really want to hear Paul McCartney's Wonderful Christmas Time. And I can't blame them. Famed melody slinger Paul McCartney stepping up to the plate for a Christmas anthem. Of course it's going to be great. Yeah, I'm still just here playing Indiana Jones though, for now. There we go.
I doubt it.
Yes, the people clamor. Of course they do. Only natural.
Come on, go!
Yeah! Icky, icky. Oh wow, that really hurt. Holy shit. Ryan called James, Omar, Jacob, and Charlotte to sing Christmas carols. Oh, that's nice. Did they get to pick their carols? How many In Excelsis Deos were there? Deo. Deo. Christmas come. Me want pudding. Oh, there's an ad. They got us again, folks. Oh. YouTube stream went down to violation. Too many good movie trailers in a row, it looks like.
Oh, now you don't like it, huh?
Could you imagine the trouble I would be in if I had played Wonderful Christmas Time? Could you imagine? Feds kicking in my door.
I think this could be one of the Guardians.
Maybe we can ask.
Oh yeah, it was the Queen song for sure. Yeah. Well, usually I can get away with like one. It's like if it's 2 or 3 copywritten things back to back and it goes ding ding ding. Nothing else of value was being played. Well, like the entire trail, like I'm sure the entire trailers are entered into Content ID.
Let's try this.
It worked.
Sir Paul McCartney is halo dropping in a giant oversized holiday present.
The mirror's missing.
Let's try the other door now.
Much like in that scene in the Wonderful Christmas Time music video, when the present spirals in from space, smashes into the ground, and explodes to reveal Paul McCartney and his band, playing the very song we're hearing. If you think about it,
You broke it.
I say that a lot.
I broke it. Maybe they should have built it to last 1,000 years longer.
Nice. It's kind of similar, thinking about Paul McCartney trapped in that present spinning around in space. Kind of similar to General Zod trapped in that, like, mirror prison. Kind of similar to that. Oh! Hold on. Hold on a minute. Wait. And the movie goes on from there. Don't worry, YouTube will come back shortly, I guess, when it's done interfering with our consumption of the arts.
Come on.
Smell the profits. Yeah, putting foot out like it's for a dog.
Help me up.
I was surprised to learn that Pepsi had multiple riot-ending ads. What am I helping you do?
Dr. Jones, come on.
Oh, look at that.
Push me up.
Only the Soviets were doing propaganda back then.
Good?
Our propaganda was better. Rocky 4 said so.
Need a light?
It's fine. There's some light coming in here.
Oh.
I found something in the rubble. It's another mirror.
Slide it under the door.
Here. Take it.
Got it. Now do you see a way out of there?
Yeah. Don't worry.
Where would we be without Pepsi? Damn, now I really want to look up Pepsi commercials. They burned so much cash in the 80s. You guys, okay.
There we go.
Pepsi, they specifically formulated Pepsi to be sweeter because what The like blind taste test series of commercials were what put Pepsi on the map.
What if?
And that kicked off the cola wars of the 80s, which was a cultural phenomenon.
I stand over here and you
Imagine.
shine that light on me. Then I can reflect it towards that eye symbol on the statue.
Imagine living in a world where the greatest thing going on in society is deciding which sugar liquid to drink. And advertising convincing you that it says something about your personality.
It's opening the door.
We did it!
We're not out of the woods just yet.
Pepsi lore is American lore. Our culture's always been kind of dog shit, hasn't it? I mean, we got to the moon, that's cool and all. But then it's just been sugar water since then. It's okay, we still got them profits. Yeah, freedom, dude. Ever hear of it? Civil rights? Yeah, we're really good on that civil rights thing.
His descendants. Guardians must have been highly regarded by the kings of ancient Egypt to be treated like this.
Yeah, I guess America makes a lot of porn. I feel like we're not world leaders in porn anymore. Maybe in volume. But not the fun kind of volume. But maybe that's my privileged American ass talking. Make porn great again? Yeah. Where are the babes? Where did the babes go?
That hole.
Beer commercials with babes giggling, flipping their hair around, wearing American flag bikinis. Ain't got no more babes.
Just about to say the same.
Yeah, maybe eating cheeseburgers, I don't know. Jumping on trampolines, yeah, throwing beach balls around. Just gal shit. Just babes being chicks.
Oh no, more scorpions over there.
Look at that.
They don't like the light, see?
Skittery.
Oh yes.
Skittery strings.
A mirror. Come on, get me up there.
Cheeseburgers. Another path over here, though. Wait a minute. No, there wasn't. Whoa! Alright, let's get you up there. Right.
Brace yourself.
Remember overly identifying with OK Soda for a little while in the 90s?
I made it.
Oh yeah, that was like the... Was that a Coca-Cola thing?
You need to go. Scorpion.
Hold on a second. Yeah. Postmodernism. For the individual. But there's an innate contradiction in expressing your personality through consumption.
It's away from you.
Good thinking.
Surely American life is about more than that. Wait, what did she say? I was thinking about soda.
Above you. Use the ledge and climb across.
Oh, okay.
Watch your hands.
Ooh, spooky. Drink meant to taste like a graveyard from a soda fountain? What? What does that even mean? Like every... Oh.
You're almost there.
Oh, ow. Oh. I see. All the sodas mixed together. That was called a suicide in my neck of the woods.
You're safe now.
Thank you.
Is that still not called a suicide? I feel like, do kids even do it anymore? Has TikTok ruined the joy of the soda fountain for... What's up? All right. That's positive. Well, how's it... I mean, how's it looking? Oh, okay. Okay. All right, well, I'll probably just get through the rest of this temple. Wrap it up there. Okay, that's exciting. Steph has destroyed a chopstick in the process of creating a Christmas gift for me. What could it mean? What could it mean? You'd say fucking instead of ass these days. They're beyond help. Yes, this is my boomer moment. We said dumb shit. No, actually, I take it back. Most 90s slang is actually awesome and still good. It's still dope. It's tight. I don't know, it works. Not all 90s slang. Tubular. Gnarly. Yeah, all the Ninja Turtles vernacular. I don't know if cowabunga. I don't think that works. Radical. Remember when bad meant good? That's so bad. Yeah, that was stupid. Even back then I thought it was stupid. And once Michael Jackson got in on it, like, it's done, man. He's the least bad guy. Extreme was more of a late 90s thing. The Extreme years were fun. It gave us XXX, which I keep thinking about. All comes back to, oh yeah, bad means sexy. Like, damn, you bad. I like that a little better. Wicked. Yeah. Ooh. I'm gonna use the restroom and ruminate on it for a bit. Yeah, everything comes back to XXX. I just can't stop thinking about it. Maybe that's what I do to try out this new sponsor. Is I take one of these 100 millis and watch XXX 3 and try to... I feel like that's ego death territory. Maybe I can finally have that ego death I've been thinking about. Would I still... I don't want to do anything that might fundamentally erase my desire to stream. I don't want to ego death so hard that I just, you know, throw it and move out into the woods and write shitty philosophy books. Oh yeah, obnoxious priest, all the self-censorship, the unaliving. The like SEHKS. It's hex. It does get my goat a little bit when I watch a when I look at a meme and they have to like scribble out a bad word. That's pussy shit. I'm sorry. And I know that word shouldn't like use a feminine word as a pejorative, but for real, fucking just fuck. We can say it, it's fine. The thing that gets me is it's all superstition about AI suppression or algorithmic suppression. It is like
stealing with a guardian motif.
People are making up. Well, for all I don't know. Maybe there's ironclad data somewhere that shows algorithms scraping images and suppressing anything that has SEX in it, but
history should be unearthed and exposed for everyone.
Oh.
There's a lot we can learn from the past.
Oh.
Seems I struck a nerve, huh?
Oh. I forgot about the second one with Ice Cube. XXX Straight to the Union. It's an important one. It's in the canon. It used to frustrate me more when When people just started using the word literally for everything. Oh my god, I literally want to kill myself. That's the opposite of the word literally, but alright. Whatever. Like, it was just used as an emphasis word, which meant that it meant what it meant, but it also meant exactly the opposite of what literally means. Well, at least that's faded. That's gone. People don't do that too much. Yeah, literally use it all the time. Literally has transcended, which means it's a nothing word now. But whatever. People aren't smart enough to know the difference between a literal and a figurative statement anyway. Like when people say proverbial, but they're not referencing a proverb. Like the proverbial straw that broke the camel's back. All right, that's a proverb. But a proverbial flat tire, there's no proverb about a flat tire. You just have an actual flat tire. Whatever, man. Words is words. Shrimps is bugs. All right, I'm gonna use the restroom. I'll be right back. I like that Santa. Seems wise. Oh, you just moved into the age bracket that nobody cares about anymore this year? What is that, 39? You're like over 38? Or is it 18 to 34? Who knows though, man? With 18 to 35. Oh man, I was all around. Okay. I remember I'm 34 and no one's cared about me for 14 years. I remember the second I left college and like got a job and was working, I remember distinctly feeling like I was no longer in a hip demographic. Like I was just a working schmuck. Now like ads that targeted me were just trying to sell me expensive adult shit. Cars and insurance. Rain gutters. I was like, oh fuck, it's gone. That actually really bugged me back then. My self-image in society took several notches down. But luckily, the trick after that was to tell society, hey, fucks you. Shit ass society.
We made it back, Dr. Jones.
Let me go first. I can pull you up.
I'm actually really grateful that I'm enjoying getting older. I remember being a teenager and being in my 20s and feeling connected to that culture and thinking like, will I want to maintain this feeling as I get older? Like, when I'm 40, will I want to feel like I can connect with 20-year-olds? I don't not want to, but I also don't need to for any kind of idea of relevancy.
Dai, muoviti, strambo.
Dude, there's some piss takes. That's nice. Where they just kind of like remind you that Indy's just a guy. Yeah, you probably won't want to. Yeah. Well, I'm not better than it.
That was fun, Dr. Jones.
Yeah, I never really felt like I connected with young people anyway.
You mean almost dying? A real riot.
You know what I mean.
At this age, do you feel like you can rollerblade and listen to Rush? Yes. I can still rollerblade. They didn't play Rush at the rink when I went.
Something's right.
And my god, the music was loud. All right, this is the oldest I'm going to be for a minute. But for real, it was like nightclub level volume at the roller skating rink.
Take this back to
It was uncomfortable.
Tell her she can put it.
Well, I don't know what the hell was going on there, man. I felt like I was losing my mind. No one else seemed to have a problem.
Yeah.
Heard of Galloping Ghost Arcade outside of Chicago. Oh. 1,000 working cabinets. They brought out extra building for the pinball machine.
Jones.
Well, that sounds like an amazing place.
Bringing you alone was such a great idea.
Getting old and getting sensitive hearing?
Bringing me along.
Your hearing doesn't get sensitive when you're old. People lose their hearing when they get older.
I did it. I'm a genius.
That's definitely how it works. Don't think about it. Okay. Freaking geriatrics going around with bat-like hearing, picking up all the... That was a cute little interaction. I like that. What, I think I can see the other side, though. Where, like, I always wondered what it would be like to resent the youth, I guess. The first time in my life that I can see somebody's, like, belief structure and just kind of not have... Yeah, I think it's when people are just too far down social media rabbit holes, maybe? That's just a belief structure that I don't get. But if it's your livelihood, then I get it. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with that. Awesome. $25 all you can play. A lot of machines that I can't read because they're in Japanese. My 8-year-old plays the Darius Burst machine as a bench. Is that the one with like the ultra wide cabinet? It's like it's the wackiest aspect ratio. I think I've been down there. Oh, there's a body down there, probably. Likely. Yeah. Maybe. Yeah, I think that's what it is. People are doing TikTok dances at funerals. Yeah, when well, this is a place. When attention or notoriety has value, and that's a currency, like it's a currency unto itself, I guess. So merely getting people to look at you I guess if it's people buy into the like they just treat engagement as entertainment. Sorry, complicated thought. I'm trying to process it. I don't think anyone can identify with them. That's kind of the point, right? Peeking around. Yeah, boy am I glad. I'm glad I got my cringe years out of the way early. Well, some of them are immortalized somewhere. I have some of my old games journalism writings kicking around on my PC. I wonder if it would be a good idea to reread some of that stuff. That would be very interesting. Argue with my past self. It'd be an easy argument to win, I think. Oh, is that Darius cabinet? Okay. I remember playing that a little bit. Yeah, that seems pretty cool. I love any arcade experience that like leans on the audio visual pretty hard and makes use of the fact that it's a custom machine. Or has a custom machine, I guess. Custom display. There's only so many ways you can do it though, I think, before it just starts getting uncomfortable. Ooh. Oh yeah, I remember you read an old review a while ago, can't remember the game. Maybe Silent Hill Shattered Memories? A couple of other reviews kicking around. I did a shitload of reviewing in a very small window now that I think about it. I guess that's how it is. It was good work. I would like to do it more, but it's like, honestly, the process is sort of obsoleted by streaming, I think. I think there is a lot to be said for a incisive valuation. Ooh. Where am I going? Is it here? Here. But the writing takes a long time. Or maybe it doesn't, but I don't think it's valued the amount of time it takes. Maybe I should give it a shot. Go back to writing a script and who does? Yeah, I guess I should look at more of the formats that people have on YouTube. I haven't really haven't looked around too much. Oh, I gotta burn it. What I wanted to do, which I think will be pretty organic, formal, and this is something I've been toying around with, having like making a calendar for, which is I think the only way I'll stay on top of it, is in 2025, like be more diligent about picking particular games and then doing a more like informal discussion type review show with Bruce about those games. I feel like he plays a lot of stuff on Steam. Or sorry, he plays a lot of stuff on streams. And he usually has like really, really good and insightful things to say. He's a pretty quick and a pretty accurate judge. And is definitely like, I'm a little too, jaded is the wrong word. Because jaded implies a whole bunch of negative stuff, but I tend to overthink things. Tend to overthink things a lot.
One more stone steely.
I'm way up here with a lot of games, kind of consciously picking apart design decisions and looking for references and homages, flourishes, and all this stuff. That is hanging around. Choose one game to review each. Try to convince the other to play it. That's the thing, though. I think, like, I would just say yes. I'd just say yes to everything. That reminds me, I gotta play Supermarket Simulator. That was an enthusiastic recommendation from Bruce. And he basically just said, like, it's got a secret sauce of progression that would be interesting to see. Oh, you enjoyed the episode about build engines? Yeah, that was something. I'm surprised you remember that. Yeah, that was. I was hoping to do something that incorporated more history and also quirk, but filled in a thread in time or something like that. And maybe I'll do more of that stuff. 2025. It just means less time streaming, though. Doing research and writing and production and stuff. Maybe that could be fun. Could be a fun challenge. I'm playing Quake 4 and Doom 3. Love that version of id Tech. Yeah, man. It looks so video gamey. I think when games were trying not to look like that.
That little guy packed a punch.
And that's because it was like pretty accurate. Or rather, it's like mathematically accurate shadows versus a lot of like cheats for the sake of more filmic effects in that era. So they definitely have like a yoink.
Nighty night.
They definitely have a unique look. Ever consider the Turok games? Yeah, actually. The new one got announced and it's making me think about it. You can't open this? Oh, there it is. You just have to bop the top? Oh, okay. Turok 1 is actually a really fascinating shooter. It's kind of a bummer. First-person games on console seemed to converge real fast in design. Maybe there's reasons for that, but yeah, Turok is like, it's got some open world aspect. It's kind of like, it's kind of got like a Demon Souls layout to its stages. The stages are really big. There's a lot of like exploration and downtime. there's a pretty enchanting window where I guess all these best practices or more design norms hadn't quite been adopted yet. There's just some really interesting swings about world size and pacing and mechanics and stuff. Yeah, the remasters might be a fun ride. I do love me a big goofy shooter. I have, unfortunately, well, fortunately or unfortunately, how bad could they be, but I've got 2 more games left in the Call of Duty series. The remake Modern Warfare 2 and 3. Wait, 3. Because I've got Vanguard as well. So, got some CODs to get through. Oh. Am I picking up stuff in here? Modern Warfare 3 didn't get a remake? It did, yeah. It was like the weird open world one. Oh, nice. Come on. Well, maybe there's some hints I did not pick up. You have any hints on you, buddy? Got any hints for me, pal? Yeah, I don't know. I also think lingering in the back of my mind, at some point I got a bit soured on the appeal of making a name for myself.
Okay.
Oh, okay. There you go. That easy. Like,
should take a look in that locker.
If you don't want to convince people you're right, there's not a lot of reason to put opinion out into the world these days. I guess it can be a product. It can make money. That's nice. But you know what's also nice? Playing video games unbothered. I guess the real... I guess, yeah, you can just not look. That's always fun. Okay. Magic rocks collected. Oh, no way, digital, yeah? Well, that's pretty exciting. There's a Bloodborne section in Astrobot. That's wholesome. And dangerous. That's got to mean something, right? Oh, you're joking. Damn, man. I was starting to get excited. That would mean could we truly get it all? Oh, there's a hunter outfit? Okay, well that's cute. What if Housemarque is working on Bloodborne 2, but it's as fast as Returnal, but it's like Bloodborne setting and like melee combat, I guess, tilted instead of being more ranged, because you can just turn that knob easy. Bloodborns. Bloodbound. Bornbound. Man. Video games are cool. I should play Bloodborne again. I gotta remind myself of the magic. I still have a PS4. Yes, I do. Although you can play it on PS5, right? It's just 30 FPS. Am I wrong about that? Yeah, it just plays in like PS4 mode or whatever. Gordon goes to Yarnum. And how about Half-Life 3 though? Yep. Oh. Thanks. Lost complete track of what you're doing in this game. I kind of have too. Yeah, we met the lady, and then I I guess I just decided that I have to take this stuff so that they go to a museum, is I think what the deal is. Cairo Museum can arrange work passes in return for lost stones. It's delay found all over Giza. Okay. So I'm getting a fake pass in exchange for recovering artifacts. You can buy an unused launch PS5 and mod it to run Bloodborne in 60 FPS like Andy Quartet. Yeah. It's a fun project. But that shit costs a lot, right? Wasn't it like $1,200 or whatever? All said and done? One game? I think because I remember the stream. Like the it was a really good title. They put the title in the stream. One game, 60 FPS. That's sick though. And I have mad respect for like setting your sights on a goal and making it happen. I do that all the time. Often to my detriment. You can buy a PS4 with the correct firmware and run a Bloodborne randomizer like Maximilian Dude. Damn, that's legit. That's some deep gamer shit. I like it. The path to the golden video game. I mean, I bought an Apple TV so that I could play Fantasian. Which ironically I ended up never actually doing, so I'm a liar. Oh.
This frequency, what do you make of it?
A moment. Let me just take a listen.
That's right. Actually, so I did set it up and I was like, today's the day. Only to find out that I got the model of Apple TV exactly one generation before what could run Apple Arcade.
It's marked on your map.
So then I bought another Apple TV.
Bring them to me.
Got it working on that. And wait, what did you want? Okay, I didn't even listen.
I will tell you if I find anything that will help us, Dr. Jones.
That looks awfully intriguing, Dr. Jones. Bravo.
You should go out and look around. If you find anything about my sister,
anything about her sister.
please bring it to me.
You were telling everybody to play Fantasian? I was. And I still am.
Well done. Now, would you be
I finished it
give the crate to the delivery
on a MacBook.
outside. Make sure to place the false bottom on top of it first. The Nazis are too daft to see through that.
Oh, you can install RetroArch on an Apple TV? That's awesome. For the crate? For the crate? What the heck are you talking about? Oh. Oh.
Well done. Now, would you be so kind and
Don't mention it.
to the delivery boy
Whoa.
outside?
Who was that? At some point, they'll just want the audience pop, right? At some point, it will be worth it because people have waited so long. And it seems like it's not impossible to satisfy. Maybe people wouldn't be so nitpicky about Demon Souls, but that remake was good. And even like Souls fans are pretty down with it, right? Did he tell me to bring crate to delivery boy? You want it or not, buddy? Come on. Ugh. Do I put it on the truck? Oh. What's one thing to do?
متشكر. أكيد هخليها تتنقل للمتحف. هي دي تصاريح الشغل اللي طلبتها نوال. اديها لها لو سمحت.
All right. Somehow I complicated that.
The delivery boy asked me to give you these work passes.
Perfect timing. Well, I believe I've found a way into the compound.
Oh, Borg Ninja, can you just download and play the Windows port of Ocarina of Time? So that's something that I meant to look into. I really wanted to do a Windows port for Star Fox 64. I feel like that game is gonna look surreal, running all crisp and clean. I need a specific Ocarina of Time ROM, but yes.
Dr. Joe.
All right, Dame Nawal. What have you got?
Have you heard of the tunnels underneath Giza?
Is that the only game it works for?
There have been some findings, but...
Or that has been, like, decompiled?
Until now. Are these the tunnels?
Oh, Majora's Mask?
Some of them, yes. And these are unconfirmed
Mario 64?
from a highly speculative paper
Mario 64
regarding the existence of a burial chamber, much like the Osirian, Miss Murray, and Sir Petrie found in 1903. But I believe that one of my agents has found an entrance right here that leads straight into the Nazi compound. Now, this is my proposal. Once inside the dig site, act quickly. Find the tunnel that leads into the camp before you were discovered. My inside man has marked it with red paint. The tunnel leads to a workers' area inside the compound, close to Voss's barracks.
Oh.
There's a Nazi flag nearby.
Is there site? Okay, check it out.
That would be
Yeah, F-Zero X would be really cool.
little bit of a distraction.
Although that game's already 60 FPS. Neato. Huh. Oh, they did a direct? 14 minutes of news and updates. How is everything so good? Man, I've been all doom and gloom about the internet, but how cool is this? This is sick, nasty. This is totally tubular and officially radical. Oh, man. Although, damn. Okay, it's almost midnight. Cute and sick. Yes. Bob Archaeologist, well said. Oh, there's the oh. GitHub. All right. Very Mundo. Or is it Mundo? Mondo? Dare we declare Cowabunga? We may. But I will have to Cowabunga another day. It's getting pretty late. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna have my sweet bike worked on in the morning. So that'll be interesting. Gonna see if I'm basically like I'm hoping they can swap out the battery. Because it's been draining faster than usual. I've had that bike for like more than 6 years at this point. So, get a new lease on life for the old girl. Anyway, thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. I'll be back soon with more video games. Bye, y'all.